All right, so this is known as a quad set, and this is extremely important for anyone that's had any knee injury or knee surgery because it will accentuate the extension of the knee or the straightening of the leg. What we want to focus on here is the ability to not only straighten the leg, but also see if we can get this heel to raise in the air. This is very important because not only does this mean that we're able to straighten the leg, this actually means that we're going to get about -1 to 2 degrees of this extension. So meaning we're kind of hyperextending our knee. The reason this is important is because that guarantees that we're getting this contraction of a muscle called the vastus medialus oblique, the VMO, or the teardrop muscle, because that's what it looks like. And this is crucial because after knee injuries and surgeries, often this one will not fire anymore. And this muscle is very important in the movement of this bone known as the patella. So that's the knee bone that goes up and that is loose on our knee, if you will. And once this thing starts to track incorrectly, that leads to future injuries like patellar tendonitis or jumper's knee or basically anything under the sun. So from here, it's crucial that we're able to get the strengthening of this muscle in the straightening of this leg. So something we would want to practice in this quad set is really just seeing if we are able to get this knee or the heel to raise in the air. When we do this, if we feel a little bit of a pinch, we're allowed to turn the leg out a little bit because of something called the screw home mechanism. And what that means is when our leg extends, we actually have a little bit of a external rotation, we would say, of the lower leg. So the lower leg turns out a little bit. So you might notice by just turning the foot out a little bit and going into this exercise again, it decreases some type of pinching in the knee. If that's the case, then it's okay to turn your foot out about 10 degrees. Don't go too much, but enough to release the pinching. And from here, we really want to focus on squeezing that knee as tight as we can and getting the greatest contraction of that VMO that we spoke about. Compare it to your other knee that was not injured or is not weak or does not have the tendonitis or whatever you might have, and see if the teardrop muscle, that VMO, fires better, if maybe the size of it is bigger, or you're able to do it easier. And if you notice a difference, that might help explain why the other knee is having its issues.